Hey guys, what's up? Caleb here, love ya. And I wanted to just go over these, oh my goodness, crazy American things. I have actually seen some videos of people behaving similarly in other countries. Mainly some interviews I saw in Sweden, a few short clips of people I saw in Norway, and just talking to a few Europeans. Some people who call anyone who disagrees with their political views Nazis. This kind of like bizarre, um, totally inappropriate or just off things, mostly fueled by people who don't think critically and kind of just gob onto PC things and don't know what they're talking about and accuse people of things that are really heinous. Anyway, let's try to posit, make this a positive kind of funny look at this, not get too dark about it. But this here is a real clear example, just to read this out using, forgot how this is pronounced. I'm learning Norwegian, but using whatever this letter is. It's probably not the way I'm pronouncing it, but using this is a white supremacist giveaway. We get it, sir. You think you're descended from uber white Vikings. Rolling my eyes. Okay. I don't even know what to say. I had a sort of loss of words here, but it's just so dumb that you go, okay, you just move on. It's not worth arguing with someone who says something like this. You just move on with your life. And this guy very politely, just straight to the point, corrects him. Whatever. This letter is a letter in the Norwegian alphabet and the first letter in my name. That's it. That's the end. Um, and this person, I looked up their Twitter. They just went on to the next thing. They don't ever look in the mirror and go, hey, maybe I'm going about my life the wrong way. And this is very typical for kind of low IQ Americans who have their head stuck in the dirt. I try to always preface, not preface, but I try to say once in a while, and I try to preface occasionally that I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, let me know, and I try to make corrections. And most importantly, I try to only speak about things I know, and if I don't know, I say I don't know. These people kind of go out in the world thinking they have things figured out. If you ask them for evidence, they don't really have evidence ever, or very rarely, or their evidence is bad. Very illogical people, and a lot of hateful people, just kind of mean, sometimes evil might be an appropriate word for these people to use about these people. And ignorant, certainly. Um, and I don't know how much you can blame someone if they have a real low IQ about what they do and say, but um, they clearly absorb a lot of what they've heard around from other people and regurgitate it. And it's just the worst kind of person to have a conversation with. So you're better off just moving on with your life. But I got two other examples here, and they're both to do with Spanish. If you can lovingly kind of correct these people, and it's better to do one-on-one so that you don't embarrass them and then they dig more into their side and stuff, then do that. Please do that. But if you can't, then just move on with your life. Let's start with this one. Yeah, these both have to do with Spanish because it's a big. It's more frequently encountered in America because Mexico is to the south of us, along with many other Spanish-speaking countries. Anyway, if you are white, you can't speak Spanish. Okay. No por hablar español es fácil para mí. But are you familiar with the entire country of Spain? So I might have used the Portuguese fácil. When I was in Brazil, I just spoke Spanish when I first got there. So they would always correct me on the way I said fácil. Fácil? Fácil. Fácil? Fácil? But anyway, getting off point. Yeah, these people are idiots. They're just complete morons. I mean, what else can you say, right? Right? Can we agree? And I think my European audience would be happy to hear that because they like when Americans dump on other Americans. But these are idiots. There's there's so many things wrong with this statement. If you are white, you can't speak Spanish. You know, what do I say? What do I say? I would two main things are, why can't anyone speak any language? Shouldn't we be encouraging that? Helps your brain also. Helps communicate. You get along with the world better, understand people more. And then, I mean, you know, Spain, mostly white, obviously. So just dumb, just stupid. So here we go. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this lady, wow, do I feel bad for her son and for people. Hey, kitty. Hey, sweet cat. That's Snowflake. Because she's gray, but she has a little dot on the end of her tail that's white. Excuse me. So, yeah, when I see these like ultra PC crazy people having children, I just feel very bad for the children because, I don't know, they're going to get hit with a wall of reality when they get out of the protection of their parents, or else they're just they realize what's going on and they just have to put up with their crazy parents. Anyway, my son is going into the 7th grade this fall, and apparently Spanish is required for him at his current school. Great. He can also take other languages, but Spanish is required. My son is white, and I do not think that white people should speak Spanish, as it is cultural appropriation in my eyes. Okay. Latinx, which is, oh my goodness. If you haven't heard about this, people say Latinx instead of Latino. Latino is already a term that a lot of people in Spanish-speaking countries don't say, but Latino, Latina, meaning someone from Spanish or Portuguese influenced background country, but they're trying to make it so that there's no gender associated with any of the words, which is so insane. But yeah, that's why she says that there. And none of the people who are actually from those countries speak like that. So again, insane, psycho, PC Americans. Latino people have been mocked for speaking Spanish, and to congratulate a white child for learning it and speaking it doesn't sit well with me. Oh boy! Oh, okay. Blah 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 blah. I would much prefer he take French or Latin, but apparently the school district requires all students to take it. I want to protest this. That's how big of a deal it is. To this psycho, I want to protest this, but my wife has asked me not to. Oh, it's a man. Well, if anybody wants to point to me to point out an example of me being, well, I guess it could be two women married, but if anybody wants to point out an example of me um, being sexist or prejudging, there's your golden example. So nobody's perfect. I admit I was wrong. I apologize. Hopefully that's enough. Probably not, but I apologize. I want to protest this, but my wife has asked me not to and to let it go. I took Spanish when I was in school, but it was a different time, and I definitely do not speak it now. Okay. I have already told him he is never to speak it out of class. The only other option I have is to put him in a private school, but I am not a fan of privatized education either. Okay. Is making sure he never speaks it outside of class a good enough solution, or do I need to put my foot down with the school here? Yeah, you do that. You do that. Um, no, but I mean, I do feel bad for these people because they're crazy. They're obviously crazy, and nobody would, if they had a healthy version of themselves and they saw who they are now in reality, they would go, "Oh no, please, no, no, no." They wouldn't. Nobody, nobody wants to be crazy. Um, it's I don't know, sort of thrust upon them. Um, so yeah, I mean, I hope these people get better. I try to never attack people specifically, never like anybody's name or anybody who persona or anything. I mean, so these are just like faceless, nameless people. But yeah, I mean, get some help, and you know, I guess that's your episode of me dumping on my fellow Americans. I must say that I don't know for sure if these two are Americans, but and I guess I don't even know if this person is, but I highly suspect they all are, especially because this guy has American flag. And these two are it's just typical American style crazy. So, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you learn something, and you probably are aware of this sort of craziness to some degree. And I noticed that it spreads to other countries. Um, Basically any facet of American society, um, to some degree, um, often tends to spread to other cultures. So I've seen, like I said, this sort of craziness in countries like England, Sweden, a little bit in Norway. Um, where else? A little bit in France. So anyway, thanks for watching. Love ya. If you would like and comment and subscribe, that'd be cool. But if not, that's fine. And let me know. Send me some other crazy American stuff that you found. And yeah, take care.